Khofe Goodman has been sentenced to death for the 2011 murder of Marco Archer.
Justice Bernard Turner handed down the sentence this afternoon, referring to the killing as one of the worst, a reference to the landmark Privy Council ruling restricting the imposition of a death sentence.
The ruling came after a series of delays in the sentencing phase and a retrial.
Now, Fern Carey was in court for Goodman's reaction to the case's conclusion.
Justice Bernard Turner sentenced convicted murderer Khofe Goodman to suffer death in the manner authorized by law. 38-year-old Goodman appeared unmoved on Tuesday at the prospect of being put to death and even smiled as Justice Bernard Turner told him his fate. He then told the court, quote, "I will appeal it." Now, before passing sentence, Justice Turner classified the case as the worst of the worst in keeping with new amendments to the law. He noted that 11-year-old Marco Archer was abducted and murdered and then met his death by some combination of a blow to his head, which caused the fracture of one of the hardest bones in the child's still developing skull, and the placement of a plastic bag around his entire head. Justice Turner said at some point Archer had his clothes removed, leaving him naked, and his body was discarded at the site where it was eventually located, covered with a sheet and plastic sheeting and partially concealed under a suitcase also found at the site. And in taking into account the mitigating and aggravating factors of the case, Justice Turner said, quote, "I am sure that there is no reasonable prospect for the reform of the offender. Over a period of many years now, he has displayed predatory behavior towards young boys. That behavior has escalated from sexual assault to attempted murder, now to murder in the circumstances indicated. He has shown no remorse," end quote. Justice Turner also indicated that the death penalty is necessary to protect society from any further predatory conduct by Khofe Goodman and to satisfy the requirements of due punishment for the murder of Marco Archer. Marco Archer's mother, Tryphenia Meadows, spoke to reporters outside court.
Well, I feel good for that, but then it can't bring Marco back. But then I feel good to know that the man who do it to Marco, he behind bars for the rest of his life.
Lead prosecutor Gavin Gaskin reacted to that decision.
It was an absolutely just verdict. It's unfortunate that it can't bring Marco back, but at least it's a step towards some closure for the family in particular.
Meantime, Goodman's attorney Jeffrey Farquharson said Goodman is not happy with the ruling and he believes it will be overturned on appeal.
Matters that we are going to appeal range all the way from those matters of complicated law to very simple and straightforward matters like there was a fight in the jury room during the deliberations in this matter, a fist fight. Ought the matter to have been withdrawn from the jury as soon as that had taken place? Obviously so.
Meantime, Justice Bernard Turner has ordered Farquharson to appear before him for a hearing on November 26 in relation to his conduct during the 4-month-long trial. Fern Carey, ZNS Network News.